thought Germany had an interesting history? Well, I'm sure you've never heard the story of video games then. We started with Pong in 1972, traveled through 2D 8-bit systems including the NES, which played host to revolutionary games such as Super Mario Bros. We upgraded from 8-bit to 16-bit, then transferred to the third dimension with games such as Mario 64 and even Resident Evil. We continued to improve the graphics as hardware became better and better and better and better and better and better. Games continued to improve in quality over time. The PS3 era brought games such as The Last of Us and Uncharted 2. The Wii revolutionized the way motion controls were used in gaming, and showed how much creativity there could be in that space. PC gaming also became a thing around this period, opening the door for people to not need a gaming console to play games, as well as allowing them to worry about what games they can or can't play on their own hardware. But then the PS4 and Xbox 360 came around, and for video games, everything changed. It was around this time that online gaming was becoming a more mainline feature among popular video game franchises. CSGO was one of the first to really captivate audiences and bring in a massive following based on the concept. I mean, the premise was so exciting for people at the time. Being able to connect with friends in a semi-competitive game that still involved some tactics and strategic plays, I mean, it was a slam dunk, especially for the teenage to young adult audiences. This is a good sign for the future of video games, right? Well, how to put this lightly? In my opinion, online competitive video games have ruined the industry. Getting deeper into the PS4 and Xbox 360 era, I don't know what Nintendo was even doing at this time, by the way, so don't even ask me. The idea of a battle royale style game came into the mainstream with PUBG. The game was sort of the father of the genre, for good or for bad. On its own, the game isn't anything too special, simply adding the idea of a wide army of enemies to fight for a chance to win a shooting game. Fun, to the point, and unique, right? Well, you know, it's not really this game I have a problem with, it's what it spawned. Being a kid during this time is one of the most shameful things I have ever had to admit in my life. This game took over everywhere. I mean, it was bright and colorful, children loved it, older kids got really way into trying to win, which, like, sure, that's the goal, but it's a damn video game. For years, this game remained a powerhouse in the gaming industry. Even today, the game continues to be updated, and kids who are new to it and older people who are going back for nostalgia, still play it. Was this good? I don't know, to be honest. Fortnite itself was a fresh enough concept. It wasn't too similar to PUBG, and it added new colorful elements and fun new gameplay tactics. But it also had guns, so, you know, I'm a thug, you know, for playing this video game. But I'm willing to look past the game for its effect in the community. I'll just blame the human race for being really, really annoying, because that's 100% part of the problem here. It's what this built into that I think kind of ruined gaming in a way. So, you see a game like Fortnite. You see the success that it had. You have money, and you make video games. What do you think you are going to do? Every single individual capable of programming started putting these things out. Apex, Call of Duty Warzone, for God's sake, Fall Guys. These games were and still are everywhere, and here's the thing about them. They're so stale. I mean, let's just think about this. Battle Royale with guns. Battle Royale with guns. Battle Royale with unique concept. Which do you think is the least popular here? Yeah, I actively started hating the human race because of how everyone was always talking about the same few games and how many kills they got each round. As a Christian man, I couldn't stand for that. The word cracked is in the vein of my existence. What these games did, however, besides making the human race hateable, was turn video gaming into one of the most competitive and honestly not fun hobbies of all time. Sure, there were still fun games being released, Breath of the Wild for example, but that doesn't have guns and you can't play it with friends. And when everyone is playing the same games and those games are bad for gaming, we kinda have an issue. Especially with Twitch thrown into the mix, which hosted some of the most talented video game players of all time. No disrespect to these guys because they are really talented, but the people they are inspiring to also play as seriously as them, they are not quite as talented. Everyone trying to be the next ninja caused everyone who could play Fortnite to do it 24/7, use comms as now normal language, develop serious rage problems. Sorry. My point is that taking video games this seriously is never how they were meant to be played. As humans, we always want to be the best, and that's just part of our nature, but taking a hobby that was so inspirational and full of fun, new quirky ideas for the past generations, and turning it into non-stop grinding and super competitive gameplay just because these people think they can get popular on Twitch, it's not ever how video games were meant to be. And it certainly isn't how they're going to be most enjoyed. It's good we still have inspirational developers pumping out fun action games, such as to save the industry.